The man who refused to be captured. Before there were mirrors, how did one see his own reflection? Perhaps in a pond, still and waiting. Perhaps in a polished blade or the trembling skin of a river. The reflection was never still for long. It shimmered, rippled, and reminded the beholder that what he saw could never be kept. But then came glass, and later the camera. The mirror hardened into metal and circuitry. Reflection became possession. The gaze that once bent over the surface of a pond now bent over a screen. And what was once fleeting became frozen. This is where our story begins, with a man who did not want to be captured. Someone lifted a phone, meaning no harm, and said, "Smile." But something in him recoiled. He said, "Man, what are you doing to me, man?" He wasn't being dramatic. He was being accurate, because every image steals a little time, a little identity, a little piece of the living moment. We think a picture keeps what we love. But what if it kills what was living to begin with? The moment the shutter clicks, the moment is already gone. A photograph is a memorial, not a memory. It belongs to the past, and the past cannot love you back. A Course in Miracles says that what is seen through the body's eyes is not real vision. The camera lens is just another extension of those eyes. It captures form without essence, surface without soul. We look at the pixels and say, "That's me." But who is the one saying it? The image on the screen cannot answer. It cannot know it's being seen. To point at a photograph and say, "That's me," is to mistake the echo for the voice. The photograph is proof of nothing except belief in separation. The body ages, the light fades, the file corrupts, the device dies. What remains was never in the frame to begin with. Consider the strange economics of the image. You drive a new car off the lot, and its value drops the moment the tires touch the road. The same is true for a photo. The moment it's taken, it's already depreciating. It belongs to a time that no longer exists. The light that touched your face in that photo is gone from the universe. You are older now, thinking different thoughts, perhaps wearing different skin. But we scroll and scroll and scroll, trying to find ourselves in the wreckage of frozen seconds. Why? Because the ego loves form. It worships the visible, the measurable, the photographed. The phone is its altar. The camera is its priest. And what is the product that keeps the congregation faithful? The camera upgrade. Year after year, brighter pixels, better focus, more realistic blur. Look how real it looks, we say. But the more real it looks, the more unreal it becomes, for the living moment is unphotographable. Reality cannot be rendered. The holy instant cannot be posted. If Apple and Android removed their cameras tomorrow, the world would mourn as if God had gone missing. Because without the ability to say, "Look, that's me," the ego loses its reflection. Its mirror shatters. And what would be left then? The invisible self. The one that never ages, never smiles for the lens, never fears being forgotten. That is why the man refused. He wasn't anti-technology. He was remembering. He was remembering that he cannot be captured because he was never made. He cannot be frozen because he was never born. He looked at that phone and saw not a tool, but a trap, a cage of light. He knew that the moment you agree to be seen, you also agree to be defined. And to be defined is to be diminished. The living self cannot be outlined by a frame. We are not photographs, not profiles, not pixels. We are the light that sees them. The man in the wheat field, recoiling from the dissolving phone. The young man watching his digital twin pull away from his face. The elder sitting in his cage of light, surrounded by the noise of a world too distracted to notice. These are not separate stories. They are stages of one realization: that what the world calls seeing yourself is actually forgetting who you are. The true reflection was never in the lens or the pond or the glass. It is found only in stillness, not in what you can take, but in what you can let go. And maybe that's what he meant when he said, "Man, what are you doing to me, man?" He was speaking for all of us, for every soul that has mistaken a photograph for proof of life, for every eye that has fallen in love with its own reflection, and for every heart still waiting to remember the image was never you.